Hi and welcome back to another retro remake review. Today we have the Juventus shirt from the 21-22 season. This shirt is the player shirt. As you can see, it comes in a standard bag. On the flip side, we do have the Adidas logo. Now this shirt has been purchased from SPKits.com. All information on SPKits can be found in the description, so please check them out. Also, please do ensure that you do subscribe to my channel, as I do these reviews on a weekly basis, and sometimes I do also drop a video on a Wednesday. Let's get this bag open and let's have a look at the shirt. So as we move around the collar, the stitching looks absolutely spot on. No concerns at all. And as I mentioned in the intro, this is the player shirt, so you can see where the Adidas 3 stripes has been pressed on and not stitched. I do think the player shirts look a lot better because of that. At the top, we also have our standard Adidas label with the Juventus badge on it. Obviously, this is an end plastic waist badge. We've got some, I don't know if that's just air resilience there, just to help keep players cool. But there's a few of them as well, some there as well. But looking at the Adidas badge, this has been pressed on. Again, another big bonus to these player shirts is these things are pressed on, so it looks a lot nicer. And same goes for the Juventus badge itself. This has been pressed on, and again, it looks so much nicer than the stitching. And we have the 3 stars at the top, which have all been pressed on. Again, absolutely perfect. Jumping down to the sponsor, this is a vinyl that's been pressed on and feels nice and smooth. I tend to say it all the time with these SPKits ones, but you just cannot feel the difference between where the shirt and the sponsor is. This feels really nice. Looking at the sleeve patch, we do have a Serie R patch on there, 21-22 season. Again, this has been heat pressed on. The other sleeve doesn't have anything on it. As we move down the shirt, there are quite a few of these air vents, let's call them, and it's more noticeable when I hold the shirt out and you can just about see my fingers through it. I really like that. Obviously when the players are playing, that's going to make it a lot better for them. Looking at the hemline, it looks absolutely spot on. Real good stitching. All in all, a good start to this shirt. As we flip over to the reverse, a little bit of loose stitching there, but I would just get a pair of scissors onto that one. But the stitching at the top looks absolutely fine. And same goes for on the sleeve itself. Good stitching. A bit like the Real Madrid one, we've got this this texture down here. I really like that. And looking under the sleeves, stitching is spot on. I have no issues if you're wearing this and stretching. Jumping down the back of the shirt, I've got no name on it, but there is a reverse graphic on the back, and this has been heat pressed on. Quite a rough material, but you cannot again feel where the sponsor and the shirt match. And then we have the continued black and white stripes, which obviously Juventus are famous for. So there is a gap just there for where if you were to have a name on the back, but say I don't have that on this shirt. Moving to the inside, we do have a product code up there. Be interesting to know what that brings back. But then the collar itself, again, a little bit of excess stitching there, but nothing to worry about. And this is usually where these shirts let you down. But in all honesty, the SPKits one, I do struggle to find faults with the stitching. It always seems really spot on. And as we're looking on this side, it's more evident now where you can see where the ventilation in the shirt is. Looking at sleeves, there's a little bit of loose thread in there, but a pair of scissors will soon sort that out. And underneath the arm, absolutely fine. Jumping over to the other side, again, stitching is good. We can see this is where the Serie R patch is, and that is as smooth as can be. It's been pressed on really well. The Juventus logo, again, no creases, good pressing, and same goes for the Adidas. No creases. Jumping down to where the sponsor is, you can just about make it out through the shirt. but no creases again. And to be fair, this shirt has been in the bag, but there's very limited creases in it, so the material must be quite a nice material. We do have our usual washing instructions, hand wash only. Interesting, this says made in Thailand, but as we'll see when we flip it over, I'm sure the shirt says it's made in Cambodia. Bottom, just looking at the hemline, all looking fine. Really good. So looking at the final inside, collar line again is good. Got our tag just there, and then we move down and we have some heat pressed 10 years at home and the Adidas XL, and there we go, made in Cambodia. So although the ticket says Thailand, the shirt says Cambodia. You can just about make out the sponsor from the other side, look. So that just shows that the material is quite light. And we do have again our reverse sponsor, which again no creases, so it's been pressed really nicely. Going down to the final part of our stripes, which all look really good from a stitching point of view. I do like this shirt. I've always been a fan of the Juventus colours. I'm not a big fan of Newcastle's black and white. I don't know why, even though the shirts are pretty much the same, but there's something about Juventus. The reason for Newcastle not liking it is probably because they signed Alan Shearer. So once again, SPKits have come out trumps with this shirt, an absolutely fantastic copy. The details for SPKits can be found in the description, so please check them out. They do a lot of different shirts, so it's definitely worth looking at. In regards to delivery timescales, it took about 30 days, which is average for purchasing these type of shirts. So I'm quite happy with that. Please also ensure that you check out my other videos, because I have done quite a lot of these reviews recently. And also ensure that you do subscribe to my channel, because I've got more videos coming all the way up to, well, I think I've got about 10 or so already lined up. The videos tend to come out every Saturday morning, but sometimes I do drop them on a Wednesday as well. Please also ensure that you leave some comments for me. I'll always respond to them. You can ask me any sort of question in regards to SPKits or anything about the shirts in general. One thing I have just noticed, which I didn't call out, was at the bottom of the shirt, we do have an authentic licensed product. This has been heat pressed on, and also on the other side, we have the heat ready, because this is the player version of the shirt. Well done SPKits, a great shirt. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.